Hello and Assalamualaikum. In this video, our group will present about our research and analyze about Marshall McLuhan's ideas in communication. Herbert Marshall McLuhan was born on July 21, 1911 in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and passed away December 31, 1980 at Toronto. He is the most famous 23rd century Canadian philosopher on his pioneering work of communications, technology, and media, theories of society and culture. Marshall McLuhan linked major historical shifts, social trends, and changes in psychological and sensory orientations to the influence of changes in communication media. The main concepts are Marshall McLuhan's most famous phrase in the communication media: the medium is the message, which the medium itself is important as the content because the medium influences how the message is perceived and understood. Besides that, Marshall McLuhan invented a new phrase, global village, predicted electronic media would collapse the boundaries of time and space, involve people, experiences across vast distance leading to connections. Marshall McLuhan classified different types of content and behavioral styles succeed in different media and how people react differently based on the medium. Hot is the high-definition media that require less audience participation, and cool, which the low-definition media that require more audience interactions. Marshall McLuhan's works are filled with controversial yet gained recognition, but his reputation declined significantly in the 1970s and 1980s. However, due to the rise of the World Wide Web as McLuhan predicted, his works gain major interest now. Over time, Marshall McLuhan's theories in communication remains influential because the insights remain relevant and thought-provoking, making him a significant figure in the study of communications and media.
Medium is the message is actually a phrase taken from the book of Understanding Media, The Extension of Man in 1964 by Marshall McLuhan. Eventually, the term itself was coined by McLuhan's student, Neil Postman, in 1968. Although his statement raised a controversial in the field of media and communication, his phrase served as one of Marshall McLuhan's well-known concepts. This concept indicated that the media landscape is gradually changing throughout the time. As the effect of mass media in our lives, not the contents or information itself, but the form, which is the technology where the contents are released on, he indicated that when we pay too much attention on it, we will eventually ignore the power of form in shaping our experience, as if you don't understand the medium, you don't fully understand the message. In order for us to fully consume and understand the message, the medium, the form of where the content is released in, is what we really need to understand first. Marshall McLuhan emphasized that the medium holds a great significance on how the message or information is perceived and understood. This is because the medium through which the information is conveyed has a significant impact on how the information is received and interpreted. For example, take it as how news is presented in different mediums, such as television and newspaper. The way the story is presented on television with visual sound effect and the news anchor's tone of voice may provoke different emotional responses than reading the same news in the newspaper. This clearly illustrates how the differences in mediums influence how the audience perceives the significance or urgency of the news or information itself. The medium is the message prompts us to evaluate the broader societal implications of media technology. As we can see, the growing popularity of smartphones and digital communication has altered how individuals interact, consume information, and form relationships. This shift in medium has enormous implications for global social behaviors, cultural norms, and even political movement. This suggests that the medium is the message, urges us to think about how the medium itself impacts our experience and understanding of the world rather than just the contents of communication.
Now, I'm going to proceed to the second one is global village. The global village was characterized by a sense of connectedness and interdependence as people around the world were increasingly able to communicate and interact with one another in real time. Marshall McLuhan argued new media technologies had the ability to annihilate distance, making it possible for people to communicate and exchange information across vast distances in real time. He also argued new technologies were creating a shared understanding of the world as people from different cultures and backgrounds were exposed to the same information and ideas. Next, the examples of global village. Now, internet providing us from all over the world the opportunity to communicate instantly with each other. There are some apps that we can communicate to each other, which is like Messenger, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, MySpace, and various online forums that are example of this instant communication. These apps can help us to communicate without limits everywhere, anywhere, and anytime. These apps can help us to communicate without limits everywhere, anywhere, and anytime. As we can see what happened in today's world, the culture was fluid and hybrid. What I am trying to say is, in this interconnected landscape, cultural boundaries become porous and as individuals engage in cross-cultural exchange and hybrid forms of expression. For instance, the global popularity of K-pop, which is Korean pop music, illustrates how cultural products originating from one region can captivate audience worldwide. Even when people ask about K-pop, like everyone knows what K-pop is, even it is in Korea, from Korea, but all around the world know what K-pop is. So it was one of examples how global village happen right now. That is what we call like global village.
Hot and cool media. Hot media are those that offer a great degree of sensor details while demanding little audience engagement or interpretations. These media are high definitions in that they provide more details, enabling the audience to absorb the information passively. On the other hand, cool media stand out for their low-definition nature, providing less information and requiring active audience participants to fill in the gaps. In the digital age, social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram have emerged as powerful examples of cool media. These platforms frequently display message and visual information that require the user to actively analyze and participate. Example, a tweet might only have a link and a few lines of text, leaving it up to the reader to click on the link and continue reading.
So now it's my turn to discuss about the Mcluhan'S theories in the modern communication landscape. So the first one is the medium is the message. This is particularly relevant to a modern marketing in the modern communication landscape. There are three examples in this discussion. The first one is digital media. A form for interactive mediums such as live streams, videos, interactive ads, and apps can engage audience more effectively. This medium also can capture and maintain attention quickly, which may involve adjusting the message based on the medium. The second one is social platforms. The choice of communication medium can shape how our message is involved. For example, short-form content may excel on platforms like Twitter and Instagram, while the longer videos are better suited for the YouTube. And the third one is globalizations. Modern marketing has made the marketing process become more easier by using social platforms as a medium for interactions and feedback between marketer and customer besides gains benefits. Thank you. Okay.
Now we are entering global village. Social media platforms have created a global village effect among content creators by connecting viewers across vast geographical and social boundaries. The people can connect worldwide and share information and experience even they are not physically close, and this can make the people become famous with their content. First is digital media. Based on global village theory, digital media can be relayed in any content that exists in digital format. Digital media can be reached through the internet, and it is include text, audio, video, and interactive media such as podcasts that can be accessed through digital media, such as Apple Podcasts that only iPhone users can access, and Spotify as well. Next, we also have social platform that central to the idea of global village because they allow for instant communication, sharing of information, and the formation of virtual communities across the border. For example, like Facebook. Facebook is the one of massive platform among all social media in this world that able to connect billion people nationwide, and also allow the people to share updates, photo, and interact with family and friends that live far away from us around the world. And next, we also have Instagram, that popular among the global influencer to make an endorsement about local brand and make it easier to for people to connect with individual and business nationwide. Next is about globalization. Globalization are based on the process by business, culture, and people are connected and interact across national and geographic boundaries, often facilitated by digital technologies. For instance, like e-commerce platform, just like Amazon and Alibaba are the platform where to connect the seller and buyers nationwide. Language and culture exchange are also involved in globalization. This is because through Duolingo apps, which is learning apps, the people can learn other language because these apps are able to access the global language. Next, we are entering hot and cold media. Mcluhan'S theories of hot and cold media is a way of categorizing different types of media based on their level of audience, participation, and sensory involvement. Based on Marshall McLuhan theory, regular television, as known as traditional broadcast TV, is considered as cool medium, which is different with hot media like smart TV. For instance, regular television, or as known as cool medium, have lower definition and detail. As we know, the old TV have all formats such as black and white television, and about the image, it was not less fun and boring, leaving more precarious situation for the audience to interpret the scene involved with the content. The regular television, or as known as cool medium, or the old television, has limited visual and auditory immersion, and about the sound quality, it was quite rough, and the visual quality was blurry and pixel when the first generation of television was released. Next is about smart TV, as known as hot medium. Smart TV is one of the example of hot media. It is because it offers an enjoyable and detailed audiovisual experience, which was require little effort from the viewer to engage with the content. For example, the smart TV, or as known as hot medium, has high definition content, and if you want to compare with the old TV, the smart TV has clear image and with vibrant color and sharp detail, leaving little to the image. Other than that, smart TV, or as known as hot medium, come with audio visual immersion. The smart TV mostly come with high quality audio technology and further enhancing the viewing experience. The viewer is immersed in both the visual and auditory component of the content, making the sensory engagement complete and highly defined.
Marshall McLuhan's theories remain profoundly influential in communication science, providing a lens to understand how media shapes modern society. His concept of the medium is the message is more relevant than ever, highlighting how the nature of digital platforms profoundly affects how information is consumed and perceived. Similarly, his vision of the global village has materialized in today's hyper-connected world, where boundaries of time and space are virtually eliminated, fostering real-time global interaction and cultural exchange. In the current communication landscape, McLuhan's ideas resonate with challenges and opportunities presented by digital technologies. Social platforms like TikTok and Instagram exemplify how mediums dictate content format and audience engagement, while tools like podcasts and video conferencing reinforce his insights into the interplay of technology, culture, and society. His hot and cool media framework also provides a foundation for analyzing varying levels of user engagement in digital communication. Overall, McLuhan's legacy continues to guide communication science by emphasizing the need to critically evaluate not just the content, but also the channels of communication that profoundly shape human interaction, understanding, and behavior in a globalized media-driven world.